Wakizashi's Teahouse. Konnichiwa, minasan. This is Wakizashi Grey from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. I think I've started the stream this time. I've just been talking for how long is it? I've been going on for 12 minutes and then I realised I didn't hit go live on YouTube. Mamma mia, what am I like? Is it going now? Is it working? Okay, I'll presume it is and then we'll see. So, how are you guys doing? Are you good? I'm Genki. I had a great Christmas. It was really cold here. We had 2 days of snow the last couple of days. I've been spending my mornings and even evenings shoveling the snow outside, clearing the driveway, clearing the cars, getting some good exercise actually. So yeah, that was cool. This is a kind of test live stream. It's only my second proper live stream. And in this live stream, I want to talk about my love of comics, and I have some proof that DC Comics hates you, the customer. Well, maybe that's a bit strict, a bit too strong. What do you think? They certainly disrespect the customer, disrespect the fans. I'm going to tell you the story. If you feel like joining in, that'd be great. So, yeah, a bit of background. Now, it's a bit of a long, complicated story, so I've got it on the screen. If you don't mind, I'm going to be reading from that. So let's have a quick look. So, if you've been on my channel or you've seen my channel for the last few months, you know that I'm a huge fan of comic books. And I've been reading them since I was a teenager, back when Duran Duran were burning up the charts. Wait a minute, they're back in the charts now, aren't they? Proving yet again that history repeats itself. But I digress. I've been buying and reading comics on and off for like 35 years. My main focus has been Marvel in the beginning, Marvel and DC. I started out reading The Amazing Spider-Man. Wow, talk about, what's blowing up in the movies at the moment. Fantastic. And my favourite character, of course, Batman. Now, for any comics history buffs out there, I started buying Batman just before Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli's brilliant Year One came out. So that's issues 404 to 407. After checking on the net, I see they were published between February and May 1987. 87, dial! 34 years ago. Can you believe it? Okay, just excuse me one sec. I'm going to check if the stream is working. Okay, looks like it's going. Here we go. Let me just say, Max, are you there? Max, great to see you. Is it working now? God, what a total amateur, right? What am I like? So anyway, go back to it. So yeah, I continued by reading DC Comics. Like I was buying Batman, I was buying Detective Comics, and do you remember the original Legends of the Dark Knight? That came out back in November 1989. That was great. That used to feature different creative teams, like 4 or 5 part stories. Yeah, really cool. People like Grant Morrison, Pete Milligan. Did Neil Gaiman do one? I'm not even sure if he did. But anyway, I continued reading DC comic titles, including such classics as Hellblazer, the original John Constantine. That was written by Jamie Delano and later Garth Ennis. That was a great run. The Sandman, of course. Animal Man, when Grant Morrison was writing it. And Shade, the Changing Man. Not a very famous one. Have you heard of that? That was written by Peter Milligan. Yeah. Just checking the screen. Oh, it's working. Okay, so I saw the birth of Vertigo Comics. I watched Neil Gaiman's star rise and rise and rise. But now this is turning into a mix of comics history and walk down memory lane. So I'll stop waffling, get to the point of this video. I love comics and I've always enjoyed reading them. So what proof do I have that DC Comics hates its customers? Well, certainly disrespects them massively, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. In October 2018, DC Comics released a new Lucifer comic written by Dan Watters with art by the, I think is it Fiamara brothers, Max and Sebastian, 2 great artists. Look out for the work. So I read the first couple of issues and I really enjoyed them. So I started buying it monthly. Now, it reminded me of the older classic Vertigo titles, that I used to read, with good, thought-provoking writing and high-quality art. I got pulled into the story, and it quickly became my favourite monthly comic. You know there's a but coming here, don't you, yeah? Okay, it's coming. But the bad news hit when DC Comics, in their infinite wisdom, announced they would be cancelling the title after issue 18. 18, okay? With the story unfinished. Yet another quality title is getting the chop. So, for a bit of context, I know it's a small title. At the time, it was maybe getting between 17, 18, 19, up to 20,000 monthly buys. So, now that's not necessarily people who are buying it from the comic shops, but it was getting at least 20,000 orders. So yeah, small title. But it was good, it was quality. It was funny. It was kind of mixed between the dark horror, a bit of Shakespearean tragedy. There was comedy in there. Yeah, I was enjoying it. Written by Dan Watters. He's quite a cerebral and interesting, intriguing writer. He does quite a lot of different things. But anyway, so the final issue was published 18. This is back in, was it March 2020? Before the lockdown started and the world ground to a halt and everybody lost their minds. What are you going to do? Comics publishers are quick to cancel titles if they're not making enough money. It comes down to the buck, the yen, the dollar, the pound, whatever. Okay, then, out of the blue, some seemingly good news. Let me pause there a moment just to check the stream. Hey, thanks. Thanks, man. Waffle all you want. I like to stay home. Me too. I know. Okay. So the good news. After the bad news, some good news. DC Comics promises to release a graphic novel collection of the final 6 unpublished issues. So issue 19 to 24. Okay, great. They're going to collect it. It's a shame I can't buy the issues individually, but at least I'll be able to read the conclusion to the story, I'll have to wait for it, but Lucifer, Volume 4, The Devil at Heart, will conclude the story. Here it is. So I ordered Volume 4, and I waited it to be released, yeah? I waited and waited. Eventually, it came out in February 2021, so this year, 11 months after the last published issue, after 18. That's a long wait, but I'm old now. I'm getting on a bit, I don't mind it. Time kind of passes pretty quickly for me. How about you? So anyway, I start reading the book, and it's great. The writing is top quality. The art is great. But something's not quite right. I'm reading the first chapter of the book, right, and I feel like I've missed something. Have we jumped ahead in time? Okay, maybe it's a time jump, and then we'll catch up with what was going on in the last issue, in the future issue. So, but anyway, I'm a bit worried. So I check the copyright page of the book, and I discover this collection. It starts at issue 20. So hang on a minute. The last issue I bought was 19. It was 18. Where's 19? So, don't panic, Gray. Don't be stupid. I thought you've probably missed it. So I'll go back to check online. No, the last issue available to buy digitally, or you can order the physical copy maybe, is 18. So where's 19? Like what's going on? Has it been stolen? Has it disappeared into an alternate dimension? Maybe the Matrix has it. I don't know. So anyway, are you ready for this? This is it. This is the point of my huge waffle. It turns out customer-loving DC Comics decided to put the missing issue 19, not in this one, in the previous graphic novel collection, Volume 3. You can't buy it individually. So for all the people who were buying this comic book monthly and wanted to continue the story, they now have to go out and buy not only Volume 4, but they've got to get Volume 3 to find out just that one missing issue, if you really care enough about it, which comic book fans do. So Volume 3 contains 5 or 6 issues you've already read. You're buying it, you're spending 20, 25 bucks just to get that one missing issue. Insert applicable swear word here. So what did I do? What would you do? You're listening. Ahoy there, Captain! It's fine weather to be sailing these seas. You know what I mean? It's the first time I've done that. It's the first time I sailed those seas, but DC Comics sent me there. So screw you, DC Comics. You don't want my custom. You don't want the other 17, 18, 19,000 fans who are buying your comic monthly. You don't want their custom. You want to laugh in their face. You want to get even more money off them for stuff they've already bought. Well, I'll spend my money somewhere else. And I am kind of. Phew, ran over. So there you go. I know, right? A grown man moaning about comic books. Quelle surprise, as the French say, or what a surprise. Join the queue of like, what was it, 20, 30,000 other guys like me on the internet. But anyway, let me get back to check the stream. Oh, you enjoyed the Matrix review? You found it very mundane. Yeah, me too, mate. I got a lot of flack for that. It was like, and I thought I was being pretty positive. You know, I was focusing on the positives. I was looking for, you know, the good things in it. Maybe I was too fair with me 5 out of 10. What do you reckon? Thinking about it now, I'd probably go more for a 4, but an extra point for seeing Keanu and Trinity carry on the screen again. So, yo ho ho, a Paris life for me, says Max. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to do it, but I mean, like DC Comics sent me there, so what can you do? So let me show you a little bit of the... Oh, manga's replaced the Western comic book. Yeah, I know. Manga is huge at the moment, isn't it? It's been huge for a while overseas, you know, everywhere, not just Japan. And I'm in Japan, so I want to show you some of the art from Lucifer. Let me just transition. Where are we? Windows capture, get rid of the image. Is that right? There we go. So yeah, this is some of the art from the comic. As I say, it's kind of dark, it's gritty. You can see it reminds me of old titles like the original Lucifer or Sandman, Fables, if you remember those, going back to Vertigo. And it was a lot of fun. Good title. Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. Why do the big publishers cancel great titles or popular titles? Because they don't make enough money. I reckon that's it. So go back to the image. I don't want to share the YouTube screen. I'm new to Streamlabs yet. I can't see the chat on Streamlabs for some reason. It's a bit weird. I don't have a window showing the chat, so I've got to go back to YouTube to see that. 4 out of 10, Nosferatu. Okay, fair enough, yeah. Going back to the Matrix. I've seen people like raving and saying they hate it, you know, really strongly. But I've also seen people saying, you just don't understand it, mate. You know, this is genius. This is like one of the best, most subversive, most original films in years. What do you say to people like that? I don't know. Okay, wow, I've got 3 viewers. I didn't expect to get any. That's amazing. So a mask pops out of my pocket. So, what are you guys up to today? I'm lucky I'm on holiday at the moment. It's actually December 28th. It's Tuesday in Japan, you know, because we live in the future. Yeah, right. Still use fax machines in Japan. How funny is that? Fax machines. But anyway, digressing again. Max, are you still out there? If you are, drop a comment in. That'd be cool. So yeah, that was my my crazy rant. Oh, hello. How are you? I can't roll my R's. I'll try it. I'm very good, thank you. I enjoyed your stream the other day. I liked the talk on Arcane, which I haven't watched yet. Have you, any of you guys or girls, seen it? Arcane. I know was really raving about it, and so was Dieter Bastian from Zeebruggen, Deutschland. I'm good. It's not subversive when hitting you over the head with flashbacks. I know. It was meta, wasn't it? Matrix Resurrections, it was meta, like gone out of control. What got me about it was the tone. The tone just felt totally off about Matrix. Sorry, I'm going back to the Matrix again. I couldn't tell if it was meant to be an ironic comedy, or if it was meant to be kind of slightly serious, you know, a philosophical deep dive into the metaverse or whatever. It got me to rewatch Reloaded, Matrix 2, yeah, and I tell you what, that holds up. Forget about the dodgy CGI, the story and the look of it, you know, it looks like the Matrix. The fight choreography in Reloaded, even in Revolutions, the fight scenes are completely different. Didn't you think that the Matrix Resurrections, that the fight scenes were like really close up? You couldn't see what was going on. It looked like it had been shot on like an iPhone or something, but hey, maybe it was just me. And I saw it at the cinema, saw it on the big screen. Wasted, how much is it in Japan? 1,900 yen, so that's like 19 bucks American. Yeah, Netflix produced Matrix film. Very odd tone. To be honest, like when it started, I was quite into it. I liked the first first 30, 40 minutes, when you were with Neo, like Thomas Anderson, in the new version of the Matrix, where everything's bright and shiny, and he's kind of like refusing to believe it. He's trying to, oh no, it's all from a game. I'm hallucinating. Nothing's real, because he was being dosed with the blue pill every day. Nosferatu, yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I agree. Reloaded is underappreciated. It gets slammed, doesn't it? I agree. About Reloaded. Oh, says Resurrections was missing something. They were trying to do what Spidey No Way Home did. They needed a valid conflict, and there wasn't any true story. Yeah. What did you think about the villain, the supposed bad guy? Not Smith, the analyst, Doogie Howser, MD. He gave a good performance, but I couldn't take him seriously in the role. There was no menace from him. Hugo Weaving as the original Agent Smith. Yeah, he was funny at times. He was doing it for comedy, but he was also menacing. He was mean. He was nasty. He was intimidating. I didn't think Doogie Howser was, unfortunately. And what did you think about the new Smith? Very camp? Bit camp? Or was it just me? Yeah. Yeah, first half hour was intriguing. Oh, the freeway sequence in Reloaded, yeah. It's brilliant. If you go back to Reloaded, check out the fight in the ramen shop before Neo meets the Oracle, and then before that crazy, stupid, is it like 10,000 Agent Smiths fight? Do you remember that? The fight before with, I think that was with one of the martial arts choreographers. It was meant to be Jet Li. That's what I heard, but he didn't come on the movie. He didn't want to take a part. Maybe they wanted, he wanted too much money. I don't know. But yeah, of course, the freeway sequence. When you watch that now, as I say, watched it the other night, my heart was racing. It was so good. Not just the bike scene, but when Morpheus, that scene, not the fight on the truck, but when he gets the samurai sword, the katana, not the wakizashi, that's a short one, the katana, and he hits the car with those two dodgy white ghosts, those twins in it. Didn't like them, by the way. That scene, mate, that was fantastic. They explode. Yeah. Sorry, just going back to the Reloaded. If you're still there, guys, what do you think of Revolutions? Like, what happened to that? Which is more boring, Revolutions or Resurrections? But I must admit, I do love the insane comic book style fight at the end of Revolutions, where you've got Agent Smith and the one main Smith and all the other Smiths are watching, and you've got Neo, and they're fighting in the rain. That's a great scene. To me, that was like that scene, a proper crazy comic book scene on screen live action, and the CG looked okay in it, apart from the really slow motion punches. Anyway, the character Ghost, but the fight choreography was great because it was done by the same guy who did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, mate. Yeah, great reference, great movie. Yeah, the martial arts in that are stunning, aren't they? What was the one that was after that? Was it the House of Falling Daggers or House of Thousand Leaves or something? I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Okay, I can't believe you guys came on the stream. Thank you. That's brilliant. It's so good to see you. As I say, this is my second main live stream where I started off with something and I'm just rambling. I did one on Christmas Day about my Christmas in Japan and experiencing it, so I can't believe it. Revolutions ultimately failed because of its pacing. Yes, the pacing was off, wasn't it? It was too long. It was too slow. There was too much time spent in the real world, with the mech. I mean, the mechs were pretty cool, but all the squiddies and the machines and stuff. Okay, thanks, Max. Thanks for dropping in. It's brilliant. Great to see you. Have a blast. Yeah, I'm having a blast, mate. Hope to see you soon, and maybe we can do something together one day. That'd be great. Haven't seen Resurrections. Assumed it would be disappointing. I like to stay home. Yeah, as I say, I'm not telling people not to go watch Resurrections. I'd definitely watch it because it's just one comic book geek's opinion, you know. What do I know? I like the original trilogy, especially 1 and 2. I like the Animatrix. Some of those are really good. It would have been nice if they kind of explored more of that in the new film, but yeah. Went in with high hopes, like a fool, like a naive fool, and I was disappointed. If you've seen my review, I'd said that before I said anything, I went with a friend and I turned to my friend at the end. I was feeling a bit embarrassed. Like, I thought, oh no, I kind of dragged him out to watch it because he wasn't really interested. And the first thing he said to me was, well, it wasn't terrible. Kind of sums it up. I like your channel. You seem like a good egg. Thanks, mate. Nosferatu the Vampire. Great, great, classic, silent movie, the original, yeah. Thanks for dropping in, I appreciate it. I say I'm going to stop the stream soon because this is a test. It's 10:30 in the morning here in Japan. I'm at home on holiday, got lots to do. I'm very excited because hopefully my daughter's coming back from uni. She's on the train now, and I'm going to go pick her up. She goes to uni in Kyoto, so it's not seen her since the summer break. So yeah, very excited. I'm wishing everybody out there, especially people watching, wish you a very, very happy new year. I hope 2022 is going to be wonderful for you and me. And I hope to catch up on YouTube, on our channels. It'd be great if we could do something together. Let me know, and good night. Thanks, man. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the Streamlabs and see if I can work out how to end the stream. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, signing off for the night. Wishing you, I say, a very happy new year. Thank you for joining me. It was so cool. So what I need to do is I need to turn that off, transition that, making this up as I go along. Then I hit the Teahouse closer. Okay, hope to see you in a future video. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, sign off. Say mata ne. See you next time, hopefully.
Wakizashi's Teahouse. Please subscribe.